Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Greg Davis, SuperPhillyRockstar.com. What's going on? What's going on? See some people in here that have already bought. Alfredo, what's going on? All right, guys. Well, hey, let me get into it. I don't want to be on here all night, but got some interesting stuff to talk about. One thing. I mean, I've been doing affiliate marketing for a long time, and as far as affiliates go, since affiliates want to bring in the traffic for everybody else, then really, this applies to advertisers and networks as well. But one thing that definitely separates, the good affiliates from the ones that, don't make a lot of money is their mastery of pre-sale landing pages. Okay, and I just call them landers for short, landing page for short. Lander short for landing page. All right, so this is like so important because there are great offers out here, and I'm going to show you some examples of some offers, some typical CPA offers, and you can send traffic directly to them, and in many cases, do okay, make some decent money. But you can do so much more when you use a pre-sale page. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And it's so important. All right. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this training, the whole reason why I'm, doing a whole master class on it over 3 days. So let's talk about it. So what exactly is a pre-sale page? All right. Well, this right here, this is the original pre-sale page. All right. You remember you're in school, you're elementary school or whatever, you have a girl that you like or a boy that you like, and pass them a little note like that. Okay. And then, that's you pass them a little note, and so hopefully they say yes or even maybe, because then, there's some kind of interest and you go further, and they say no, then hey, then you move on. All right. So that is kind of like primitive pre-sale page. Okay, instead of just going over to the girl and say, hey, let's go out. Do you like me? Let's drink milk together at lunch or whatever kids do. Um, you know, pass a little note first. All right. So the reason why I call I call having a pre-sale page kind of like holding hands before a kiss. Okay, holding hands before a kiss, because like you don't just go on your first date. Okay, you go on first date with a girl, and you don't just go immediately tonguing her down. I mean, like that's just not something that you do. You don't do that. You'll probably end up getting, yeah. See, you don't want to try to go for the tongue, all that stuff too quick. You don't want to do that. You probably want to, have a nice dinner. Hold her hand. So you're holding hands. They're looking lovingly. Now. You might actually get that kiss maybe at the end of the night. Plus, you're drinking wine, so that's going to help things go along. All right. But you don't want that. All right. If you just try to first approach, this is what might happen to you. All right. The bitch slap. So you don't want that. You actually want the kiss. You want the date to end up well, and hopefully lead on to future dates or whatever. All right. So it's the same thing with CPA offers. Okay. So your prospect or surfer, surfing around, and they see an ad about car loan, and they like, man, I kind of need a new car. I guess let me see if I can get a loan. So they may click on your ad. Okay, and so this might be what they see. Like, this is the offer. All right, this is the offer. Got a lot of information. It's pre-qualified in 2 minutes. Blah blah blah. But the action that you want to take, that you want people to take, is to put in their zip code. All right, that's going to start the form. All right, so but anytime you just have a form, sitting there, and they have to give up information, even if it's something like a zip code, there's just automatic resistance to that. All right, because even though not too much people can do with zip codes, still it's you giving them information. That's like the first step. That's the first thing. Okay, but the thing with pre-sale pages is that it's all about micro commitments. Okay, micro commitments. So what's easier? Is it easier? And let me see. These are some other examples. Okay, pretty similar. This in your zip code. These pay like anywhere between like $7, $8, something like that. You even have ones like this. Okay, like that's right away. I mean, this is an actual offer. Okay, so if you had an ad about auto loans and somebody clicked on it, you wouldn't want them to come right to this page because this is tongue. Okay, this is tongue. Okay, you are going for tongue. Right on the first date right here. Okay, so instead of all of that, why don't you have something like this? All right, now keep in mind this is on a phone. Okay, this is for a mobile ad. Okay, so you're still gonna have your ad about auto loans, and people that want an auto loan, and so this they're gonna be greeted by this image, a nice pretty lady sitting on a car, some new keys, and so all they got to do is tap load, get started, tap here. Okay, and they tap there, click here. Okay, if it was on the web. All right, and so they go from there not here, but then to here, okay, or to here, okay, because you told them tap there to get started. They tap there, bam. Now they go here. How do I get started? Okay, I put in my zip code. Okay, and so that's how it goes. Okay, so this is an example of and so keep in mind. I mean, I'm a really big fan of keeping stuff simple. Especially when it comes to pre-sale pages. When it comes to there's some advanced complex stuff that you can get into, which I'll show you some of that as well. But especially when you talk about mobile, you really want to keep it simple because you got some people, using like little phones. Sometimes it's low bandwidth connections, so stuff is moving slow. So you want to keep everything really light, really simple. So that's an example of a pre-sale page. As simple as that. Everybody get that? Get it? Get it? Make sense? Cool. All right, let's move on. Okay, now this is actually another car loan offer. This is the actual offer, but it's again it's micro commitment. All right, because it's not necessarily ask for information up front. You just gotta kind of click here, vehicle type, and then choose that, and then get approved. So there's actually like two actions that they're asking for here. All right, so it's still you still might want something in front of here. I mean, I would, test it, direct linking at first. And let me say something about direct linking. I definitely, especially when you're starting a brand new campaign, brand new offers that you know nothing about, I would absolutely direct link first. Direct link to a bunch of them, and then see what converts on direct linking. Okay, it might not be profitable, probably won't be profitable right off the bat, but if you have like five different offers and then you test them on direct linking and you know pick the two that do the best, and then or if one just outshines all of them, take that one and then that design a pre-sale page around that one. But this right here would be very easy to make a pre-sale page out of because one of the easiest ways to make a pre-sale page is to just make a duplicate of the page of the actual offer page, and it's very congruent. And a lot of times they think it's the same page if you do it right. All right. So you could and I'm going to show you an example of this with the Pokemon thing at the end. But, you could like do a snapshot of this thing and then maybe just like change this to something else. Um, look exactly like it. All right. So you can ask some other kind of qualifying question besides purchasing a vehicle. You could maybe ask their age, like, are you over 18? Like, asking their age is a very, very, very good pre-sale, and it works for a lot of different things. All right, as I'm going to show you. But see, this is an example of this is an offer, but this advertiser gets it. This advertiser actually, kind of has a built-in pre-sale, with their own offer. But still for pre-sale, like I like to just have, especially for mobile, one action. But I've never tested this offer, but I would venture to guess that it probably does decent direct links. So, but those other car loan offers that I showed you, they don't do that well direct link. I mean, you'll get some orders. I mean, you'll get some leads, but you won't make a profit unless you're getting traffic super dirt cheap. All right, is that making sense to everybody? All right, so this is if you saw the webinar the other day, then you saw this one. So this is an example of a video sales letter. Okay, and so you can send traffic directly to the video sales letter, and it converts. I mean, people do it all day, every day. But again, it's like it's not really tonguey. I mean, but sometimes, if you jump on it and then it's auto start and then, it starts talking and, you might not be ready for a video, or you might just not just be, so, it's not tonguey, but, you know, it's not holding hands. All right. So if you want to hold hands, you go with the, simple landing page like this, where all I did was just, again, take a slice of the VSL, put a headline, put a call to action, which actually the winning call to action was nothing. And then added this little copy right here. And that's it. And again, keep in mind, like this is going to be on a phone. So this looks all spread out and kind of funny, but actually, it looks much better on the phone. Um, and so there you have it. So this, again, you click on this, click on the A, click on this. Oh, okay, it's video, video, video. You got looks like a video. Click there, bam, and then you're gonna watch the video. And again, here's I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Because internet marketing is all about building lists, creating lists and all that kind of stuff, and having squeeze pages and front offers and stuff like that. And CPA, I mean, I found that it doesn't work all that well. Like the list that you build in front is typically very crappy, very low quality. So, it's better to me, like, build a list on the back end. Okay. So say like this landing page, if you clicked away, then it could have like an exit pop that tried to give something away or try to collect your email some way then, because then you're a little bit more qualified. And plus you don't want to put too many barriers between, um, the person and the offer. All right. So, now, but with one thing though, that is extremely important, is that one of the main reasons that you need to use a landing page is for cookie purposes. Okay. For retargeting. Okay. Because, you might not want to necessarily collect the email right up front, but, you definitely want to drop a pixel on them. And the only or several pixels, and the only way that you can do that is, if you are controlling the page, or if you have your own pre-sale lander. So that right there is enough argument to do it just on its own, because best believe that the advertiser, whoever owns that offer, they're dropping pixels and they're, building huge retargeting lists. So, you definitely, get every penny for every click that you buy. All right. So this is an example. This is an example. Okay, now this is another example. So remember I was talking about age. So again, like if you can't really think of it, and this works well for games, um, it works for whatever. But let's just look at the game example. Okay, so this is a game called Stormfall Age of War, and it's like it's got some sexy imagery or whatever. So um, even though you could be whatever age to play it, and I actually did this for the Kim Kardashian game as well, and it boosted conversion. But basically, you just have this right here, verify age, and it's a little script, and you just put their age in, and then it just goes to the next page, which is actually the offer. All right, so offer to download the game. So this is super super easy. Just whatever background image you want, you can split test a bunch of them, and then you can use this for anything. You can use this for anything. But it definitely worked for the game. And again, that age verification is a really good pre-sell because it makes sense to people. Okay, so this is kind of like a sexy kind of game. Okay, yeah, man, I probably need to be 18, to play it. The age check thing, is really good. It's a really good pre-sell. So that's one for you. This is another pre-sale. Now this could be. I've seen this on. I mean, to be honest, like this could be a banner, or it could be like a small, page, especially on a phone. I've seen it also something similar as a light box, like over the site. So it's like you have to click here before it actually kind of totally reveals the site. But this would be for something like these, background check type of offers. And again, if you send the traffic direct to the background site thing, you'll make money. I mean, you'll definitely get some conversions. But again, this you know the kiss, man. It's like the holding hands before the kiss. It just helps and it really boosts your conversions. I mean, I would say in my experience, 90% of the time, um, some type of pre-sale lander makes it convert better. All right, for the affiliate. So this is an example, really, really, you know, quick, easy, dirty type of thing. All right. So now let's talk about the rules lander. All right. Especially if you've done any dating, especially like adult dating, you've probably seen this. Okay, so this is the actual offer. Okay, this is the offer. This is a BBW, Big Beautiful Woman dating site type of thing. So it's casual dating offer. So this is the offer. Okay, so again, if you send traffic directly to this page, it will get you some conversions. It probably will not be profitable, but it could definitely be optimized. I mean, based with your ads or whatever. But here's how it's actually done. Okay, here's how it's done. And this is a really good pre-sale right here. All right, so and this is why I dabbled in adult dating because like it's really sharpened my game. For mainstream marketing. So look at this example. So don't look at it as like okay, well I'm using it for a casual dating offer. Just look at the concepts, look at what they're doing, and how you can swipe and deploy this. For your offer. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is all for an offer that probably pays like $4, maybe. I don't know how much it pays, but probably no more than $4. All right, and look at all the pre-selling that happens. But because one thing about a good pre-sale is that it really gets you in. You pre-sold. Okay, and so you're gonna immediately do the offer. Immediately fill out the offer. So something like this is going to drastically reduce the number of people that actually get to the offer, but the people that get to the offer are going to be so well qualified that you're going to convert off the charts. All right, so let's look at this example. So you see the ad, it's like BBW, you like Big Beautiful Woman, so you click on the ad, and this is the first thing, bam, and this is a light box right here. So it's like warning, you may see new photos about women you know. So okay, so you click OK. Then it goes here. Um, so there's already 361 horny BBW women within 25 miles of me. Awesome. And I am lucky because registration is open for another 12 minutes and whatever. And this is counting down, by the way. And so ask several questions to see if they're matches for an exclusive website. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this thing is not hard to do. Now, if this form is intelligent, it would actually you could probably direct to certain offers. I'll be honest with you, like most affiliates, just have the form. It doesn't really have any intelligence, but you could. So here you go. Question number: are you 18? So again, that whole age qualifier definitely makes sense here. Okay, step one, body type. Okay, so what do you want? You want a curvy? You want a chubby? Extra thick? Big tits? Or big sexy ass? What if I want a big sexy ass with big tits and extra thick? I mean, why must I like choose here? So you pick whatever body type you want, pick whatever age you want. Now this could, like I said, this could be definitely used to select certain offers or whatever. Also, um, could help with the quality of the leads because typically the older men, back out. Back out meaning that they actually end up buying the search membership, or whatever. Like they back out better. So this could be, if it's intelligent, then it could be used. So next that, okay, your goal: one night stand, sex on multiple occasions, dating, marriage. So whatever. Now, distance. How far do you want to be away from your new bun? And then it starts looking like it's thinking, locating matching sex partners. You're eligible to register. Then all that stuff comes up. Okay, there's 153 women. Oh, but there's only 3 registration slots available right now. Holy shit! I better hurry up. And so again, this the rules. This is why I call the rules land. They're not a lot of. I mean, the original rules land is like this will be it. It's just kind of like one page. Um, you know, And so, but again, this stuff is really like NLP type, like these words, all this stuff is really, really important. Like I've tested this stuff like inside and out, and it makes a big difference. So anyway, so you agree to all of that, and then you go to the offer. Okay, so do you think after going through all of that, that you're gonna complete the offer? Hell yeah! I mean, you're serious about getting you a BBW, right? You know, and they even know where I'm at. I'm near Akakeet, so they're like, hey, we got some BBWs for you. They are waiting for you. Does that make sense to everybody? I mean, so that is a pre-sale page. Now, that is definitely a more interactive, a little bit more complex pre-sale page, but it's still a pre-sale page. The whole object is to get them to fill out this thing so you can make it $4. All right. If it's $4, it might be cheaper. It might be lower than that, $3. I don't know how much this pays. So that's an example of a rules lander. And again, you can use it for a lot of stuff other than dating. I've used it for mortgages. I use a rules lander for refinance. All right, and it worked. Questions. Yeah, I found it challenging to make money with these very cheap offers. Yeah, I mean the key is that you got to get the traffic like super cheap. I mean, like, it's no different from anything else. I mean, like, especially when you talk about this like adult stuff. I mean, like the traffic is like super. I mean, it's like penny two, or two, maybe, and for like for international it's like cheaper than that. So that's the first key is to make sure that you get your the traffic cheap enough. But and as long as there's enough of it, it's cheap enough that will work for you. But I hear you. I mean, I always have more success with offers with bigger payouts as well. All right, let's see. Did you do the Pokemon offer yet? I joined late. No, I did not. I'm about to do it right now. You guys want to see it? I mean, it's like brand new stuff. Like I'm just like I don't know why I'm just being so nice and just hooking y'all up. What this is like some stuff here. Nobody wants Pokemon. Oh, okay. Well, lots of people want the Pokemon. Pokemon Go. Is anybody playing Pokemon Go? I haven't played it yet. Is it fun? Somebody said, hell no. Is it on your network yet? Yeah, it is on my network. I got them on there. Somebody said it's lame. All right, let's get into it. All right, so this is now. There's several different offers or whatever. This is like the main one that people are pushing in the U.S. This consumer promotion something one. So, but anyway, so this is exactly how it looks on your phone. This is how it looked on my phone. All right, at 3:27 p.m. today. So this is yeah. So this is it. This is exactly how the actual offer looks. All right. What I did was I took a screenshot of it and sent it to my computer. Which here's a screenshot. Sent it to my computer. All right. And so again, my whole thing is like, the easiest thing kind of pre-sale to do is just one that looks exactly like the offer. All right. So that's what I did. I took that and took it into Photoshop. I took off whatever stuff they had here. They had, do you want the rarest Pokemon? That's what the offer says. So I just took it off and then I, put my own stuff in there. And this is an image, okay? And my Photoshop skills are very low, so if I can do this, I mean it's pretty easy to do. And so what I did was I actually split tested 3 different pages. So I just one image was the exact. This is one image was the exact screenshot of the game itself. I mean, excuse me, of the offer itself. So we'll call this landing page 1, and then landing page 2. I put here, the age thing? Are you 18 years of age or older? And then similar LP3, I just set it a different way. Are you at least 18 years of age? All right. And then I also sent, so basically it was 3 landing pages, and then I sent 25% of the traffic to just direct link. All right. So I just wanted to test all these landing pages versus direct linking, and see what happens. So which one do you think won? Landing page 1, which is just a replica of the just a basic screenshot. Landing page 2, which was this one. Landing page 3, which was this one. Or landing page 4, which was just direct link. 3 got a bunch of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 2. Threes for. All right. Well, here most people think either two or three. You would be correct. Actually, one. Yeah, one sucked. The one didn't get any conversions. I don't think. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't do a very long test. So I maybe sent like I don't know, maybe like 200 clicks to each page for this initial test, and so one did nothing. Um, direct linking did the same as two. All right, so direct linking and um, landing page two were about the same, and this one right here was three times better. This was like three times better over this one and direct linking. All right. And this is the only difference. Are you at least 18 years of age versus are you 18 years of age or older? All right. This was like triple the conversions of this one. So this one, in this case, was our winner. And this is just like, it's a really quick test. Um, and yeah, and so it did better in direct linking, as I would expect. And so what's the next step? So I think this was actually, I mean, I was getting some pretty cheap clicks. So this was like breaking even, or right, it was about break even, just about, just from this one. But that's like a starting point. Okay, so now I see that now I can actually get this made into a page again because this is just an image. This is all one image. They tap anywhere on image, it's going to go to the offer. And so so I'll make it back to a page, then I can test like all of this stuff. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind is that you have to get these landers approved. I mean, if you're not direct linking, then you got to get the pre-sale landers approved, at least for this offer. So you definitely got to keep that in mind. I mean, if stuff like this, I mean, it's probably not a problem. Um, that's another reason why I did just a short test because I didn't get everything approved yet. So, but it kind of at least gives me. So now what I'll do is I can build a page, kind of like this, but then I can manipulate more stuff. And I can use landing page genius and test a whole bunch of stuff at one time. But at least I know that I'm on something. I mean, again, this is something that's quick and dirty. I mean, it took me literally like 15 minutes to make these landing pages. All right, I mean, it was really quick. So there you go, I mean, that's one, at least a starting point that you can go to with the offer. But again, you can use. I mean, the whole point is just to put something in between them and the offer, make them just take one little action, one micro commitment um, to before they get to the offer. All right, so this accomplishes that. So there you go. Are you at least 18 years of age? All right, and again, you could do a lot with this. All right, you could do way more stuff than just the age. And there's lots of other stuff that you can test as well, even around the age. So because this is a single opt-in. So what you may find, I mean, you especially work directly with the network and with the advertiser, you can kind of see like what backs out the best for them. So you might want to raise this because that's why you do doing dating sometimes. Like, this is how you improve the quality. So I might say, okay, the next one might be, are you 25, at least 25 years of age, 35, whatever. Whatever age you need to get the quality. But remember, when you're doing any kind of lead generation, typically older people equal better quality because they have more money, they're more stable. They got credit cards, they're not maxed out, missing their not payment bills, stuff like that. So, any question on that? That makes sense to everybody? Let's see. But all of them were losers overall, aren't they? I have not made any conversions today. Well, actually, it's not. This wasn't loser overall. I mean, because there's still like a lot of other optimization that needs to be done outside of the page. I mean, I'm not gonna say what traffic source I was using, but for the particular traffic source I was using, I was super broad, and I could definitely optimize quite a bit. So optimize that with the winning ad, then yeah, it would be profitable. Is it profitable enough to really like scale it out and do big numbers? No, not at this point. Not at this point. But but it gives me a starting point. Okay, it gives me a starting point. Because I think in the end, like the winning lander, it's not gonna maybe look uh it's not gonna look exactly like this. But you gotta, because when I get to landing page genius, I'm gonna really rip this all apart. All right. And then I could come over the page and say, okay, look, this is my page. Get it approved. Actually, maybe get a couple versions approved, just so they're trying to up and up. But again, this is another important point. Like with if you're doing like lead gen, especially single opt in, anything, you really really need to send. Like you can use a sub ID, like for example, like you can use sub ID 3 or something, or whatever. But like you can send, because like what here's what I do, like for some single opt-in offers that I do, like for each different landing page I use, I'll send a value. Okay, so I'll send it to the advertiser, and so then they can say, okay, well we like page 2 and 3, but get rid of 5, 6, and 7. They suck. All right, and so then that lets me know, okay, this page is going to be, going to give them higher quality. All right, and so it's important because you might be trying to crush it on the offer, but if it doesn't back up for the advertiser, guess what? You're getting kicked off the offer. Then you have no money. All right. So single opt-in offers are good because they're easy to convert, but they also bad because the quality sometimes they're because they're easy to convert. Okay, and so you really if you really want to be long term on a single opt-in offer, um, then the pre-sale page is extra extra crucial because you control that. Okay, the other good thing about having a pre-sale page is that that's something that you control. Okay, and so you can manipulate it and in certain ways to produce better quality. Okay, even just like changing its age, like if we said you're at least 18 years of age, if I change it to 24, okay, the quality will go up. Okay, because already, and not to say that 18-year-olds still wouldn't click on there and do it, but it's gonna be more propensity to be older people doing it. All right, and if you get the older people, especially with most traffic sources, you can target by age, so you can really play with this a lot, and you work with the advertiser. You can see which age produces the best quality, which age on your actual lander produces the best quality. All right, does that make sense? Let's move on to our next example. Skincare. Ooh. All right. So now let me preface this by saying that just in case you're not familiar with this industry, I think most people on this phone, on this webinar are. But like skincare offers, diet offers, muscle offers, like nutraceutical offers. We call it Nutra for short. Um, these offers dominate our space. They generate a big bulk of the revenue, and especially on platforms like Facebook and Google. Affiliates are literally doing millions of dollars per day with these offers. All right, um, but the reason why isn't necessarily because these offers are so great. All right, because if you direct link to this offer, you would do poorly. I can almost guarantee. But it's the type of pre-sale that they use that is so effective that it has, generated wealth for, thousands of affiliates and other people in the CPA space. All right. So, and this is probably, like I said, I call it the king of the pre-sale pages, um, advertorial, which we're going to get to. But look, but before, again, um, you know, say you don't want to necessarily go that route. Okay, for whatever reason, because there's lots of uncompliant and false claim type of avatars out there. Something that you might want to get in trouble for. But one other, again, this is like one recurring theme, but I'll tell you, like one easy landing page, a pre-sale lander to make is just make it just like the actual offer page. So in this case, this is actually what the actual offer looks like. So it's going to ask for all this information right here. Then you gotta, you know, Click here, then it's going to go to the next page where it's going to ask you your credit card. Okay. This is a little tonguey. It's a little tonguey. Okay, it's a little tongue. It's first impression. You ask me for all my address and all this shit, man. I don't know. It's a little tongue. All right. So, a really cheap and dirty lander for this would be, and I've seen this work on. I mean, I've used it on nutraceutical, free trials before. Get rid of this. Okay, so you get rid of this, and maybe you just have either you just get rid of it, or you have just like some kind of button or link, or or I've even seen you just get rid of this stuff. Um, but basically just get rid of this and just have it click through to to the next page. All right. So excuse me, it has a click through, then it'll actually click through to this page. All right. I mean, any extra thing that you can put between the user and the actual offer, generally is going to help. Okay, it's generally going to help. I mean, anything you put between them and an action that you want them to take, a smaller action. Okay. Um, Now, you may be asking, well, you should be using squeeze page. Why aren't you using squeeze pages to collect information, blah, blah, blah. Um, and the answer is that I do. Okay, I do. I use, but even kind of squeeze pages, I use a micro commitment. But I mean, one thing you're going to find with CPA is that you can't always get it to work. I mean, if you're trying to do big volume, right? So if you're trying to do some decent volume, and you need cash flow for that. Okay, so you got to at least be breaking even up front. If you're, I mean, it depends on how well you're capitalized, I guess. But for most people, you're gonna have to, be making a profit to at the very least breaking even up front, and then maybe trying to generate money from your list or whatever. I mean, for neutral stuff, I really wouldn't. There's no reason to because you could definitely make a profit up front. But you know, but uh, but this is where you have to put some kind of barrier between the user and this information that you want from them. All right. So that's one way. That's one way to do it. It's pretty easy. It also shows kind of how effective the advertiser's page is because like this goes down further and it has all kinds of stuff about the products and how great they are and blah blah blah. And so it's a lot of good selling points. And I've actually seen this work pretty well at times. But I'm gonna show you the advertorial, and then you kind of see how it's really hard. It's really hard to beat it. All right, it's really hard to beat it. So this is how these skincare products. And look, and this is some stuff like people don't teach this. People are not really going to show you this a lot of times because of a lot of different reasons. Primarily because they're making so much money from it. But it's enough money out here for all of us. I'm not showing you anything that you probably haven't seen before, and so I just want to illustrate, how the stuff, how it works, so that you can use it and you can make more money whether you want to do nutraceuticals or not. All right, you can apply this to whatever. But getting back to the squeeze. Oh, hey, I'll get on the squeeze page later. I'll get on that later. So let's get into this. Okay, so this is an advertorial that you could possibly use. I've blurred out some of the stuff here. But I'm sure you recognize this guy, and I'm sure you've seen his page. All right, so this is how most of the skincare stuff is sold. Like this is a pre-sale page, a pre-sale lander for skincare offer, and the beauty of it, and as you can see, it's very effective. It's made to look like a magazine. It's using celebrities, without their permission. It's got these testimonials, which who knows if they're true or not. Um, but they work. They work, and this is the reason why they work so. One of the reasons why they work so well, and one of the reasons why people get so rich promoting this stuff, and it's because the two step. All right, the two step. You have a step one, then you have a step two. All right, so basically, the way this whole advertorial read is that the way this lady got these awesome results is that she used both of these products. All right, so now you're getting affiliate commission from here, and you get affiliate commission from here. So say you're getting $40 on each. That's $80. Okay, $80 commission from this one customer. okay, from this one user. All right. So the step two, and most of the time now, like this is what you call a one-click upsell. So once they buy this, then they'll automatically just have one click to actually buy this as well. So some of those one-click upsells, you have nearly 100% take rate on step two. Okay, I mean normally between 90 and 100%. So let's just say conservatively, 9 out of 10 people are going to take the step two as well. So you're in effect doubling, your revenue. All right. So this is why, I mean, because even me, like for advertorials, I mean, they're effective for pretty much everything, but the nutraceutical is extra effective because you can put in that step two, and step two is hard to beat. It's hard to beat. You're doubling commissions. You can send cheap clicks to this page, and have one of those clicks result in $80 right in your pocket right then. It's incredible. All right, it's incredible. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful with this stuff, because the FTC is the alphabet boys, attorney generals, all of them, they always lurking, and they're looking, for people that are promoting, products with false claims and just stuff that consumers don't like. Okay. And, you know, uh, you know, there's been traditionally a lot of problems with some of the CPA free trial offers and advertisers that consumers have complained a lot about. So I think that the industry has cleaned up a lot, as far as the advertiser side, and, most of the advertisers I deal with, they, provide a good product. And people are happy, but it's something that you really gotta be aware of. But again, you can actually take these advertorials that are totally not compliant, and you can use them to make your own advertorials, okay, or to make a compliant advertorial for whatever offer that you want to do. And that's one thing that we're going to do during the master class. Is I'm going to show you how to make an advertorial from scratch. All right, and it's going to be totally compliant, everything, true 100%, no fake, comments, testimonials, and everything will be documented and backed up. So, but this is, probably the number one cash generating pre-sale landing page ever. All right. So, the thing about advertorials though is, like, because of the regulatory issues involved, like nobody, as far as teaching it, like nobody wants to touch it. Okay. Nobody's teaching, the art and science of promoting with advertorials. Just because, the people that are using them, they're making, a lot of money with it. And so they don't want to share their secrets or whatever. But two, they don't want to get in trouble with the alphabet boys. Okay. So, there's very few places where you can learn about, one of the most effective, pre-sale landing page types, bar none, on the planet. Until now, because me, I got your back. I will, teach you stuff that nobody else will. So, introducing the Presell Lander Master Class. All right. Now, what is a Presell Lander Master Class? I'm glad you asked. Presell Master Class, Presell Lander Master Class is a 3 weekly online class. Okay, so we're gonna meet once a week for 3 weeks. So you get 3 classes. These classes will be 2+ hours. We're gonna actually start next Thursday, July 21st. And if you can't make all the sessions live, don't worry about it. All sessions will be recorded and put in a members area. All right. So one second here. So this is something, again, we're gonna get real, real deep and in depth with these pre-sale landing pages. Hold on 1 second here. All right. So what are we going to get into? Let's talk about it. All right. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about landing page optimization done right. Okay. We're going to talk about some simple tweaks that can double or triple your ROI. All right. We're going to talk about tracking. We're going to talk about split testing. We're going to talk about multivariate testing. Okay. Multivariate testing is, what I was talking about before with, example of of it, which would be landing page genius, where instead of you just split testing page A versus page B versus page C, you can test 20 different headlines, 10 different images, 10 different calls of action, all together. Okay. And so it's like split testing, on steroids, because you can produce your winning landing page in a ridiculously, short period of time. I mean, as a matter of fact, in this masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from zero. It's going to go from start from scratch, from zero to profitable optimized lander in 24 hours or less. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Everything that you need to know about optimizing your landing page, we're gonna talk about in this class. All right, we're going to talk about pre-sale landers A to Z. I started talking about some video sales letter techniques. So I'm going to get into some advanced, video sales letter promotion techniques. Get into actual, video funnels. We're going to talk about game landers. We're going to talk about, interactive landing pages. Okay, where you can actually have your have your customer, have your prospect, interact with the page, before they take it to the offer. And I think that this is something that's, is being done more and more, and it's very effective because, the whole name of the game is, a CPA is cost per action. Okay. So you want your prospect to take actions. Okay. And the more actions that they take, then the more apt that they're going to do to take the ultimate action that you want them to take, which is, to buy something or to sign up for it or whatever the action is that you get paid for. All right. Um, I'm going to teach you how to do viral pre-sale pages. All right. Viral landers. Matter of fact, I have a case study for that, and you can apply this tactic, to pretty much anything. And by viral, I mean that you can get free traffic just by people passing it around, and especially when you incentivize them to pass it around, you can get tons and tons and tons of free traffic, and it converts better because it's not an ad, it's coming from their friend or one of their followers or whatever. All right. Also going to talk about something very important with pre-sale landers that if you're not doing, you're throwing away 20% of your ad spend, and maybe even more than that. All right. So this is something that's very crucial that you do, that very few affiliates do with their pre-sale pages. So I'm going to talk about that. Also, like I was saying before, one of the best types of pre-sale landers is a squeeze page. Again, not only do you get the list, but think about this. I mean, if somebody's going to be interested enough to take the time to actually opt in, to actually give you their name and email and stuff like that, then you can count on the fact that, that they're probably going to watch the video, or at least watch it with a lot more interest. Because here's what happens. Like, anytime that you put a landing page in between the person and the offer, obviously there's going to be less clicks on the offer. Okay, if you send 100% of your traffic to the landing page, I mean, just give me to the direct to the offer, then you're going to have more people seeing it. So you put a landing page in there, like some of these really short landing pages, like I've been showing you, as far as like for the blood pressure and weight loss, stuff like that. Like, the typical click through rate on those is like 50%. Okay, so 50% of people that land on a page are going to click through to the video. Okay, so right there you're losing, half of the people that will go to the video. But you have to look at the bottom line. Okay, you got to look at the bottom line, and the bottom line is that those half of that number, instead of having 100 people go to the video, those 50 people, are way more valuable than just 100 just going to the video direct linked, because they haven't been pre-sold on video. They haven't taken that action. Like, they've actually taken, because for most videos, especially that are on mobile, they're not autoplay. Okay, so they're not autoplay. So the person already has to just press play, which is, an action, and that's good. But the problem is that doesn't give you as an affiliate anything to optimize. Okay, I mean, besides the ad, it doesn't really give you anything to optimize. But if you have that pre-sale page in there, it's going to greatly elevate the interest and the desire of the person that is, even if it's just clicking through, don't even have to opt in. Even if they're just clicking through, again, they're just taking that one extra little action, but it means a lot, to your bottom line. All right, so we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk to you about how to get a 94% opt-in rate. Yes, you heard me right, 94% opt-in rate. And if you don't believe me, these are the stats actually from the the landing page that I was using, and these are number of visits, number of opt-ins, the percentage. So for this particular page, got 4,100 visits, 3,800 over almost 3,900 opt-ins for a conversion rate of 94.68%. All right. So this is real, and these other ones they didn't do too shabby. I mean, 83%, 80%, but 94%. I'll actually show you this page. We'll break it down, and I'll show you exactly how you can do it for one of your offers. All right, and so we're going to talk about the king of the pre-sales, okay, advertorials. All right. Like I said, this has made more money than anything else I've seen. I think that these give you the highest ROI. I mean, there's certain offers, like if you send traffic directly to somebody like skin or diet offers, I mean, like you're not going to make that much money. Okay. So the pre-sale is huge, in making the thing convert. All right. So not only are we going to talk about advertorials and how to optimize them, I'm actually going to build an advertorial from scratch. All right, you're going to watch me build an advertorial from scratch, a compliant advertorial. Okay, I'm not going to show you, teach you how to do nothing that's, not legal or that's going to get you in trouble. This is going to be a completely compliant advertorial, and not only are you going to watch me build it, but you're going to watch me test it and optimize it live. All right. So again, it's something that everybody's scared to teach for good reason. But I'm going to teach you the right way to do it. So, there's nothing that's going to be, there that's going to get you in trouble with, because you can still use advertorials and do it, perfectly compliant and not have to worry about the alphabet boys breathing down your neck. All right. So also we're going to talk a lot about mobile landers. All right. So like I said, you got to think mobile first these days. A lot of times, before people would, oh yeah, here's my website, here's my page. Oh, and then here's the mobile version. Okay. You gotta look at it the other way around. Okay. Because, so many people are accessing, even if you're not advertising like on a mobile source, I mean, just think email. Okay. More than 50% of email is checked on a phone. So if you have say if you're building your opt-in list and you're sending emails, offering an email, more than half the time they're gonna be checking it on their phone. All right, so that is not even an option anymore. Like your stuff has to be good on the phone, has to perform well on the phone. Or you're not gonna make any money. Just straight up and down. All right, and plus the other thing too is that mobile traffic is cheap. Okay, it's way cheaper than desktop traffic, so it's gonna help you become a lot more profitable. Um, so mobile is huge, okay, but mobile pre-sale landers are not the same as desktop pre-sale landers. I mean, it's a totally different approach. It's very different, all right. And so we're gonna really get into mobile landers, mobile squeeze pages. I got some mobile case studies we're gonna look at. We're gonna spend a lot of time. The same advertorial that I'm designing obviously is going to be good for mobile. So we're going to talk about mobile advertorials, how to design landers for mobiles, then some examples of some winning mobile landers. And by the way, those landing pages that I showed you for the blood pressure and for the diet VSO offer, those all were most of the traffic was mobile. So, the beauty of this thing is going to be real life, real time results. I mean, I'm going to teach you, all the stuff you need to know about pre-sale landers, but I'm also going to be showing you, real life examples, and especially with the advertorial that I put together from scratch. You're going to see, real life, real campaigns, real money, okay, real data, for week to week. So I'm going to set some stuff up in week 1, and then by week 2, in week 3, we'll have some data to look at, we'll have some results, and then you can see not only how to build pre-sale landers, but I think a really important thing you can get is the thought process, okay, behind how we do it, how we test, how we really make it work. All right. And also, you're gonna get what's working now. All right. All right. So yeah. So what's the investment? All right. So a lot of you guys know. Look, I charge $50,000 for people to work for me personally. Okay, and I've had lots of clients happily pay the 50,000, and we've gotten very good results. We've gotten results into the 7 figures, and this is like all well documented. And the people will tell you themselves. And I've done group coaching, and we charge $15,000, and sometimes more for that. All right, so just to kind of give you an idea, all right, but this is not those prices. This doesn't really work as well with the about the slideshow. It's not 15,000. It's not even 1,000. It's not 1,000. All right. And I normally, I do not, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't like to do webinars for and sell anything for less than 997. Like, if you notice, most of my webinars are like 997 or more. A lot more, most times more. All right. Just because of the type of clients that I want to attract. I want them to be paying at least $1,000. But this is not $1,000. All right. Actually, it's almost $1,000. It's actually the price is 997. Okay, so 997 for this class, which I think is a huge bargain. And like I always say, money loves speed, right? So look, if you're one of the first 20 people to order, this is starting now. Okay, first 20 people to order, then you can get this pre-sale lander masterclass for $497. All right, that's one time $497. First 20 people only. If you go to the page and it's back to $997, then you know that you missed out. All right. Right now, go to superaffiliaterockstar.com/pre-sale and you can grab that. Again, first 20, get it for half price. Get it for $497. After that, it's going to be $997, the regular price. All right. So look, everybody's always complaining about, oh, Greg, I can't afford your stuff, blah, blah, blah. I can't afford 50 grand. I can't teach me cheaply, blah, blah, blah. So here's your chance to get me to be able to learn from me some really new cutting edge stuff. $497, first 20 people only. That is that. I will now open up for questions. But get over to superaffiliaterockstar.com/pre-sale right now and grab that. All right, so let me get some questions going here. Where did you get the XML from? I guess my designer that made the page. I don't know anything about that stuff. Is this type of page Facebook compliant? Yeah, I mean, I've run it before. I think the main thing that you need to worry about is the actual offer. If the offer is has a good WOT, Web of Trust score, then you should be good. Can newbies do this? Absolutely. Like I said, the pages are pretty simple to make. You don't, it works for advanced people as well as newbies, but yeah, it's not too hard for a newbie to understand. Let's see, what time are the classes? The first one is going to be 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, but I'll probably vary the second two just because I know that like for example, like might be other people on other side of the world. I want it to be, I want them to be at least be able to get on, one of the classes live as well without being up in the middle of the night. So I might vary it some, but the first time will definitely be 2 to 4 p.m. When you use landing page genius, do you have to cloak? No, absolutely not. No, you don't have to cloak. Where are we advertising? You can advertise anywhere you want. Most of my advertising is with Facebook and Google, but